Good morning, all of you. Let us continue the same chapter, chapter number 5, Minerals and Energy Resources. So, up till now, we have discussed about the metallic minerals. We were actually continuing with metallic minerals only, and we had discussed about ferrous minerals under that category. And these were some of the questions which were given earlier. I am sure you have completed these questions. So, let us continue with the same category, that is metallic minerals. So we have finished with ferrous minerals. Now under the same category we'll be talking about non-ferrous minerals. So non-ferrous minerals are actually those minerals which do not contain iron. Now if we talk about the production and the reserves of non-ferrous minerals in India, it is not very satisfactory. But however, we are able to produce some of them like copper, bauxite, lead, zinc, etc. We'll be talking about two most important non-ferrous minerals, copper and bauxite. Now because of their characteristics or properties, these non-ferrous minerals, they are widely used in industries like metallurgical, engineering or electrical industries. So let us start with the first non-ferrous mineral, that is copper. Now copper is not widely found in India. Means we are deficient in the reserves and production of copper, so we have to import it from other countries. There are some characteristics of copper for which it is widely used in industries, that it is malleable, it means it can be beaten into thin sheets, it is ductile, means it can be converted into wires, and it is a good conductor of electricity. Because of all these properties, it is heavily used in electrical cables, electronics and chemical industry. Now if we talk about the leading producers of copper in India, so they are Balaghat mines here in MP, then we have Khetri mines in Rajasthan and Singhbhum district in Jharkhand. So these are the leading producers of copper in India. Then we have another non-ferrous mineral, that is bauxite. Bauxite is actually an ore of aluminium. It means aluminium is extracted from bauxite. Actually from bauxite alumina is extracted, and from alumina it is further processed to obtain aluminium. Bauxite deposits, they are basically formed by the decomposition of rocks. The rocks which contains aluminum silicates, they decomposes, and from there the bauxite deposits are formed. Is one of the most important metal because it combines the strength of metals like iron. So it is mixed with iron to make it more stronger. As it is light in weight, it is a good conductor of electricity, and it has a great malleability. It is widely used by the industries. So let's talk about bauxite deposits in India. So they are Amarkantak Plateau in MP. Then we have Mekal Hills and the plateau region of Bilaspur, Katni. Now as per 2016 and 17 data, Odisha is the highest producer or largest producer of bauxite in India. There is a district called Koraput district in Odisha, this one, and this is the largest producer of bauxite. Now let us come to the second classification of minerals, that is non-metallic minerals. Now non-metallic minerals are those minerals which do not contain metal. So under that we'll be talking about mica. Now mica, it can split into thin sheets. Thousands of mica sheet can be arranged to a few centimeters of height, means they can be beaten into such thin sheets that only to few centimeters you can arrange thousands of mica sheets. It is found in different colors like black, green, red, yellow, brown, etc. And other properties of mica are that it has dielectric strength. It means it acts as an insulator, and it has low power loss factor, and it can resist to high voltage. Because of all these properties, it is widely used in electric and electronic industries. Now let's see where mica deposits are found. Basically, this whole Chota Nagpur plateau region is rich in mica deposits. Apart from this, we have Koderma, Gaya, Hazaribagh belt. This Koderma, Gaya, Hazaribagh belt. Then we have Ajmer in Rajasthan and Nellore belt in Andhra Pradesh. So these are important mica deposits in India. Another non-metallic mineral, which is actually a rock mineral, is limestone. Limestone is found in association with rock composed of calcium carbonate or calcium and magnesium carbonate. It means it is obtained from those rocks which compose of calcium carbonate and calcium and magnesium carbonates. And it is found in sedimentary rocks. It is one of the most important or basic raw material for cement industry, because whenever cement is made, limestone is always mixed with cement. And it is also essential for smelting iron in the blast furnaces. Blast furnaces are nothing but the big furnaces, or in simple words, common language, if we say, they are like the oven, okay, which are used for heating purpose. So in the blast furnaces, the iron ore is smelted. Major producers of limestone are Rajasthan, which shares around 21%, and followed by MP and Andhra Pradesh, which shares around 11% each. And this data is as per 2016 and 17 data. So that's all about the second classification of minerals. Tomorrow we'll be discussing about the most important topic, that conservation of minerals. Why is conservation of minerals important, and how can we conserve minerals? So this is all for today. I'll be sending you questions in the group. Any doubt, feel free to ask. Thank you.